Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today, I want to continue talking about what I began talking about yesterday. I said that you should beware of alternatives to what's right or substitutions for what's right. And I said a very simple thing. If someone offers you a piece of bread in exchange for doing something wrong, like telling a lie, when you tell the lie and eat that bread, the bread then substitutes for the life, the bread of life that you would have had if you had not told the lie. Do you understand? It substitutes for it. And thereafter, it is part of you and you are part of it. It is part of you, that bread. It's incorporated into your body and spreads everywhere. And now you and the bread have joined together, and you're mortified a little bit. You're downgraded a little bit. And you are less of a human than you were before, less free than you were before, more animal than you were before. And you also become beholden to the spirit behind the bread, the spirit that enticed you to tell the lie. Do you understand? Not only that, but you have guilt for having done wrong. So, the point I want to make is that the bread substitutes for real life. The real life you could have had. Let us say that you said, no, I won't tell a lie. So you didn't tell a lie, and you didn't eat the bread. You remained whole and inviolate, and you remained in touch with what you have been loyal to, which is the truth, which is honor, which is duty, which is what's right. And because you are in touch with it, aligned with it, dependent on it, then it becomes God's responsibility to give you life. Do you understand? You remain steadfast and a child of Him, and then He rewards you. He gives you life. And so you get bread of life from Him. So that's a very simple example, maybe a bit dramatic, but also simple so that you can understand the principle. And so I want to continue with the thought, but I want to say something else. I want to mention the magic of the light. When you, as I've said many times, close your eyes and you see spiritual light, little patterns of light, as if you were looking right through the middle of your forehead, staring out into space, but actually what you see are little patterns of light. That light contains the elements of your future growth and of your well-being and ultimately of your salvation. The light is always there, but you have to receive it. You have to want the light and yearn for the light and look for the light and become still for the light, and then do as you discover in the light. Now, the amazing thing about the light is that it does the work. All you need to do is go about your life, and if you are committed to the little meditation that you do every morning, every noon, every evening, you want to have that light, and you want God in your life, then you will have God in your life and that light in your life. And then you go about your activities as a mom, dad, student, whatever you are, and you will begin to see error. In the light, all of a sudden, you see your selfishness, or you see some kind of a wrong attitude, or you see some type of an energy that you're using to do things that's not quite right. You just see it, that's all. You see it in the light. But let's take selfishness, for example. You see the selfishness, and you don't want to be selfish, but you see that you are. So what has happened is that the light permits you to see your own wrong without being involved in it. See, in the past, you escaped from the light. You escaped into emotions and thoughts and substances and goals and all kinds of things. And so away from the light, you then became involved with error. And the error became part of you, and you became part of it. But now, having committed yourself to wanting God in your life, the choice has been made. Now you are aligned with Him. Conflict with God ceases. Now you are aligned with Him. And you go out in the world, and then in His light, you see, all of a sudden, you see a selfishness on your part. But now you're not involved with it. You're not involved in it. You no longer have to defend it or excuse it. You just see it, and there's a little distance between you and it. Do you understand? There's a distance between you and it. And you see it objectively. And no longer does it have a hold on you. You just see it. And the fact that you are now in a different place. Do you understand that when you stand back and observe in the light, you are in a different place than where you were before? Now from this new place, you see it, but it's no longer a part of you. And you watch it, and it goes away. You are in a different place. It's just so amazing and so beautiful. And all you have to do is just go about your life and see what there is to see. Discover, have revealed to you in God's light, have disclosed to you, recognize all these things you see from objectivity, as if they were no longer a part of you, because they aren't a part of you. You're objective. And you are not only safe, but the point I want to make again, the very beautiful point, you're in a different place. And in this different place, what you eat goes to this different place. And this different place is very close to God. It's a state of being that is 180 degrees different from what your state of being used to be. Used to be you were caught up in everything, and so you were in a hypnotic state of mind, an emotional state of mind. And in that state of mind, everything became a part of you, and you became a part of it. And everything got entangled and enmeshed, and you felt you were guilty, and you were corrupted and contaminated. But now you're in a different place. You watch, and you see it's disclosed to you a selfishness, an error, something about yourself you couldn't see before, and now it's exposed to the light. So whatever comes up into the light, all you have to do, see it in the light. There's nothing else you need to do. And then it is no longer a part of you, it is separate. And it goes away, it dissolves, it's gone. Or if it's still there, it's the fact that you're in a different place. It might as well be 1,000,000 miles away, because you're in a whole different place.